This has been a comeback year, regaining some of the momentum that was lost during the COVID lockdown. Thank you for hanging in there, coming back ready to make a difference and bring others with you. We are ending 2022 by celebrating 5 years of making a difference in our community, 5 years of growing and giving. To date, we have given over $335,000 and have made 20 grants. Hi, my name is Teresa Smith, and I'm the founding president of Volusia County Women Who Care. And on behalf of every life that your support has changed, saved, and touched, thank you. The following interviews feature the last 4 organizations that your contributions supported. This video is a tribute to you and the difference you are making in our community and in the lives of individuals. Now the fun part, where did that money go? In the fourth quarter of 2021, Hope Reigns was the grant recipient of $17,500, which funded their therapeutic riding programs. So let us introduce you to founder Hope Rosenthal.
Hope Reigns started in 2008. It's a therapeutic horsemanship program. So our program is designed to benefit the folks with disabilities through using horsemanship. I'd say the bulk of what we do is mounted. So we have about 60 weekly riders that come out here for time spent riding horses. Riding horses obviously has a lot of physical benefits for people. It helps to improve their muscle tone, their balance, their core strength, flexibility, everything you can imagine. It's a workout. And it may not look like it, but it is hugely a workout. And the other benefits, which are less obvious, are the emotional benefits that people get when they spend time around horses. Horses are very connected. They're very present. They kind of don't walk around with all the mental junk that we humans do. So they're really able to help people to stay in that space with them that's very natural, beautiful, and whole, and peaceful. So we are incredibly grateful for the grant monies that we received through Volusia County Women Who Care. For us, it means we can grow the program. We have on our waiting list currently 26 riders looking to get into the program. And this allows us to have the funds to help them, because if they can't pay, we take them anyway. That's our mission, is to provide services regardless of our applicants' ability to pay. We have a scholarship program that people can apply for. It's quite lenient, so pretty much everything is on a sliding scale, and those funds help us support riders that can't afford to pay the fees themselves. Success stories. We have several riders that are ambassadors to the program because they've participated for a length of time and have shown such dramatic improvement. So when we do have events, we try to take them with us to highlight and showcase what the benefits are. I could talk about Grayson. He's definitely an ambassador for our program. He has cerebral palsy. He was pre-verbal when he started coming here. He's got an incredible support system with his family, but additionally, the riding has really helped him because it motivates the riders to attain certain skills. It's not just us they're trying to please a horse and gain control over this 1,000-pound being. So it's highly motivational as a therapy. You know, therapists can use a ball, they can use a stair, but when you're using this living, breathing creature, it's tremendously effective. So he's come leaps and bounds so far along. We have another ambassador who started riding here with 2 sidewalkers and this is not just her, but many similar scenarios of beginning needing someone to lead the horse and a person on each side to assist with holding, and then maybe a 4th person just to open and close gates because they need that constant support to stay balanced in the saddle, to where now she rides independently without the use of sidewalkers and has been able to even complete some dressage tests with her trainer, learning more intricate riding maneuvers without needing to be physically supported by someone on the side. She's gained enough balance and strength to ride independently without physical support. We have another newer rider who's also, he's not wheelchair bound, but he manages to get around really well, but he, again, started with 2 sidewalkers, and now I believe he still has sidewalkers, but not so much the support. You would know better than me. Countless kids on the autism spectrum, that is a big part of what we see here. There is something that happens between horses and children on the autism spectrum that we don't fully understand or comprehend, or would ever try to. It's magic, it's a silent communication that occurs, and so we've had many kids say their first words here. Completely nonverbal and starting to use simple words like go or whoa or horse, sleeping through the night. We have had parents that tell us that their child's first time sleeping through the night was after starting to come here. So we know that there's a huge soothing effect that occurs when children spend time with horses. The reason I got into this is because I knew how the time that I spent with horses soothed my nervous system. So if I feel anxious or stressed and I come in, I can immediately breathe more deeply and be more present in the company of my horses. And I wanted to share that with as many people as possible. And that's kind of where it started.
Our first quarter of 2022 recipient was the Pregnancy Crisis Center, where we were able to contribute $19,500. So meet Joanne and Talia.
For 33 years, we've been in the Daytona Beach area helping pregnant mamas in crisis and making sure that they're as successful as they can be as moms and as women. Our heart is really with making sure that they feel loved and supported and empowered. We start with confirmation of pregnancy, and we stick with them for as long as they will let us stick with them, so they can continue to come back to us once a month for supplies even after the baby comes, and we offer support opportunities once a month. And so it's really all about mama empowerment and helping families be strong and successful. Talia's one of our rock stars. She had a really rough start, and she spent some time here crying with us every now and again. A lot of time here crying. And now she's here as a volunteer and as a mentor, so she can help some of those moms that are in a really tough spot and encourage them that life doesn't have to be hard.
It's greener on the other side. That's all. We just gotta get past the storm, but the sun shines later.
It's true. It's true. We have posters all over the house with baby names and dates of birth for every year that we've been here. There's only so much wall space for posters, so we had to get creative. I don't know if you can see, but every leaf on the tree has a baby name and date of birth. So it's a really great visual, and the branches are different years. And moms love to come in and find their baby's names on the wall, and some of them, like we have posters from back to 1989, and so sometimes the moms come in and they see themselves that they, from when they were born, and so it's just a really great visual for the community and for our moms to see life grow. I think the timing of it could not have been better. Life is really hard right now. Inflation is no joke, and so we're in a place now where we don't have to say no. So previously, everything that we had was just based on material donations. And if we didn't have a certain size diaper, if we didn't have wipes, if we didn't have some of the essentials, we would just have to say, I'm sorry, we don't have it. The grant has allowed us to keep things on the shelf. And so at this time when it is particularly hard for moms to get what they need, the grant was just right on time, allowing us to continue and not have to turn anybody away. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And it's touching many more lives than I think anybody could imagine. So we appreciate it. Most everything in the house is gently used, donated stuff. So we take things.
That is good stuff. okay? My daughter is like the fashion guru in daycare, okay? And it's all from the closet of the pregnancy crisis.
Yeah.
So it's some good stuff. It's good stuff.
It is good stuff. And so we take maternity so that mamas have stuff as their bodies grow, and we try to keep newborn diapers up through pull-ups even. And so, yeah, any of those things, any gently used baby stuff, clothes, furniture, swings, any of that stuff is always greatly appreciated.
I'm not from this state, so when it came to support, it was like zip. So when I came here, it was ultimately for help, but it became a support system for me. Like, everybody here is just like, it's all for kids. It's all for, like she said, building up your esteem, your self-esteem, like helping you. So for me, it was important because I didn't have any of it. I was literally out there with 2 kids going crazy. But when I come here, it's like a peaceful, like, it'll be fine. Like, it can be a war going on out there, but in here, it's like, it'll be fine. You're gonna be okay. Like, it's like so heartwarming. It's warm. Everybody's just lovely here. Just like all up. It's all up. There's no judgment. No matter the craziness, because I'm crazy. It gets hectic. But it's no judgment. It's nothing like that. And they really help with my kids, like with anything. My son is on the spectrum, so different sources for my son being on the spectrum, they provided for me to help me like know how to deal with his behavior issues, because I didn't have no clue. You know, like my daughter, sometimes she drives me crazy. I didn't know what. Being a first-time mom, I didn't know what to do. I could call and be like, I don't know, like what's going on, and they're like, she's doing the right thing if she's driving you crazy. So it's like, okay, cool, that's fine, that works.
And how do you help the other women that come here?
I try to be as transparent as I can, like letting them know, like, I've been through it. I've been through a lot, and I'm still standing. I'm okay. So you're going to be fine. You're going to be just okay. And I know my story can help other people that are in the same situation as me that might not think they're going to make it out. I promise you will. I promise you.
I think the biggest message is when you come here, you're going to be loved. I think if you walk in the building, you'll feel the love, and we work every day to do that well, to just love well and encourage well and empower well. So thank you for the grant and the opportunity to continue doing what we do.
In the second quarter, we granted $20,122 to the Conklin Davis Center for the Visually Impaired. Please meet CEO Ronnie David.
The Conklin Davis Center is very comprehensive. It's one of the largest organizations for the blind in the state of Florida, right here in Daytona Beach. And we have many programs that address different populations of blind people. We have a babies program where we serve blind babies in 4 counties in Florida. And we have a children's program. We have a teenage program. And then we have a senior program for senior citizens, and we have a vocational program where we help blind people to find jobs, write resumes, engage in work experiences. Some of them have never worked before. And then we also have a residential program. This is our newest program since 2 years ago. And this program here, where the building that you're in right now, is a residential facility for multi-handicapped blind people, and it's the only one in the United States. So it's really a model in where we provide very comprehensive services for people who are multi-handicapped and blind. And we've had tremendous success here. The Conklin Center in the past has been here for over 40 years, and they have an 85% success rate in placing people in employment with multiple disabilities, which is really phenomenal, considering that the unemployment rate is about 75% among blind people. So the success rate has been tremendous here. In the past year since we've been in operation, the residential facility that is, we've placed about 34 people in jobs in the area, in Volusia County and the surrounding area. So we're very proud of our success here. We want to really thank the women who care, and they really do care. And we really appreciate the support. This is a wonderful group. I'm just so amazed at how many organizations they help, and I'm a member now and I really appreciate what they do. But they supported us in this art endeavor, and what we're doing today is we have several people who are visiting, and we've sponsored this with the help of the Women Who Care group. We've sponsored this 2-day seminar. And we have a blind poet. His name is Dave Steele. He's from England, and he's internationally known. He travels all over Europe and the United States. He's also a motivational speaker and a writer, and he's going to be doing a poetry seminar with our students. And then we also have another lady who's here today. She's from Virginia. She's visually impaired. Her name is Barb Calhoun. And she is an artist and the founder of an organization called Let's Get Artsy. And her philosophy is that anyone can engage in art, whether you're visually impaired or not. So she really helps people who are visually impaired to appreciate and engage in art activities. And so she's helping us today with this event. So we have an art workshop today and the poetry workshop. And we also have in-house artists here, and several of them are here today. And these are a group of ladies who've been associated with, Gail Boker has been associated with the blind community in the Volusia County area for several years. And she at one time produced a tactile art exhibit at the Peabody Museum several years ago. And so she's here today. And she's going to be conducting art workshops for our students and our guests here today. But also in the long term, our intention with the funding that we receive from the Women Who Care is to create an art studio here at the center. And we have a very, very tiny art studio. It's not really big enough for all the students to work in. So we're going to renovate a room in our basement, and hopefully we'll have this done soon. And that way it'll allow us to have a much larger group of people. And it kind of opens up to the outside, and we have gazebos, we have a nature trail out there. It's just a beautiful area, and the artists will really appreciate working there. I just want to ask anyone to come to our organization for a tour. We're more than happy to show you around. We have quite a large facility. It's about 27,000 square feet. We have 16 dormitory rooms and 3 one-bedroom apartments. And one of our challenges right now in the community is housing. It's our biggest challenge. Because of the economy, many years ago our students were placed in Section 8 and subsidized housing, but those lists are so long today because of the economy, and it's very difficult for students to afford apartments. So anyone who's interested in helping us, realtors, anyone, we really need help with resolving the housing issues to help these people. We're finding them positions and jobs in this area, in the Daytona Beach area, but the housing is really a problem in finding that. So that's one of our challenges that we're working on. And we invite anyone to come for a tour of our agency or look us up on Facebook, on the internet, ConklinDavisCenter.org. And on behalf of our students, our board members, our staff, and the whole Conklin Davis Center, we want to thank the Women Who Care for funding us and for really caring about the blind people in this community. And we appreciate your help and your support. Thank you.
Last but not least, in the third quarter, we raised $22,500 for Avenues 12 Women's Recovery Houses founded by Kay Hayes.
Thank you so much for coming. So we are Avenues 12 Women's Recovery Houses. We are for women who are struggling with drug or alcohol problems, and they're trying to stay sober. And they need that structure, that living environment of support and encouragement and structure to live sober, to do the daily life without picking up, to learn how to deal with life, learn how to deal with problems, and succeed sober. So that's what we do here. We are a great place for after treatment, after detox. We're kind of the bridge in between treatment and real life. We're kind of a sober, safe environment for the women to get back on their feet before they have to go off to do things alone. And that's what we provide. Everybody here is required to work full time. Everybody's required to attend meetings daily, 12-step meetings daily. They're required to participate in the house, clean the house, cook every evening. We have family dinners, we sit down together. And it's, like I said, it's very structured, but we're here to provide that love and support to the women, to encourage them along the way. Every day we see them and we encourage them and we support them, and that's what we're here for. And they slowly get back on their feet and take the tools that they've learned from us, that we've learned from others, and do it themselves and pass it on to others as well. So here we have Ginny Blanco. She is our program support specialist. And then we have June Large. She is also program support specialist. And something special about the three of us is, or anybody who has worked in the office, is we've gone through the program as well. We are in recovery. We have done the program, we've managed houses, apartments, and now we're in the office. So we know exactly how the women feel when they come in that first day and are scared to death. We've been there. And anything we ask them to do, it's because we did it ourselves and it worked.
Let me just tell you why I just love this program. I have a younger friend who is an addict, an alcoholic, and nothing seemed to work. And I heard about this house and this program, and I called them and asked them, and they said, have her come and have an interview to see if she will be the type of person we want, and we will be the type of community housing that she would need. And it was a great match. And my dear friend has been clean and sober for 2 years. And so I'm just so astounded. I can't tell you how much I want to help this Avenues 12. I joined Volusia County Women Who Care a couple of years ago, and I said, oh my goodness, I want Avenues 12 to be a part of this and to see if they can get really, really good help, because I have never seen an organization that does everything that we do with the women that we do it with and makes such a difference. And I'm really serious about that. I've done an awful lot of charity work, and I have never seen an organization that makes more of a difference in people's lives than the Volusia County Women Who Care. So I am thrilled to have introduced them to the organization, and look what's happening today. Here we are.
So we are so very grateful for winning the grant, the funds. We get a lot of support for our women that come in, and they are required to work full time, so they also support themselves. But what we really need help with is upkeep and maintenance of everything that we provide to them. That cost, these funds are going to help with those costs. Just the maintaining of the houses, the maintaining of, we want to give the women a home, a place to live that they can be proud of. And so the funds will help with that, along with helping women come in that don't have the funds to come in. It will help them get on their feet and start their recovery journey with us. So we have a lot of exciting plans for the funds, just upkeep and maintenance. We're super excited to start doing, just to have a house that everybody is very proud of, and to help the new women coming in. We actually have 2 houses and an apartment complex with 10 units, yes. So it's quite a task to keep them all in their older houses, which have a lot of character and are beautiful, but they come with a lot of work. So quite a bit of maintenance needs to be done and taken care of, upkeep.
We cannot do this without the help of each and every one of you that have joined us along this journey. So join me as we celebrate our 5 years of making a difference in our community, and cheers to another fabulous 5.